All right, so today we're going to start on our fractions unit, which is not most people's favorite unit. The good news is that we actually don't have to do adding and subtracting right now. Those are the hard ones anyways. Those are actually 5th grade standards. They don't necessarily belong in 6th grade. I don't want to say they don't belong because we still need to know them. But they're not part of our standards. So we'll kind of review those a little bit later in the year. But right now we're just going to focus on multiplying and dividing fractions. So that's kind of the easier part of it. But I want to start with talking about some things we need to remember when we're working with fractions. And one of them is how to find the least common multiple. So far we've done greatest common factor. We've done some reducing and all of that. We use the cake for that. Well, today we're going to use the cake to find the least common multiple. So least common multiple is defined as the smallest multiple of two numbers. And people tend to think because it says least, they think it's going to be a small number, but it's actually a big number because it's a multiple. Think of multiply. Multiple means it's going to get bigger. Your how-to is you make the cake, multiply the number on the side and the bottom together. So you're going to multiply all of those numbers together. And you already framed these, so let's keep going. So real quickly, if you'll just put your writing utensils down and let's just look at this. This is just a reminder of what we've done so far. So if we had the numbers 15 and 30, who can tell me how we would begin making the cake? I've already put the little line there for you. How will we begin, Madeline? So we look for a number that divides evenly into both numbers, and 3 is the one you suggested, which is great. So 3 goes into 15 how many times?
5.
And 3 goes into 30? 10 times. Very good. Common factors between 5 and 10? 5, right? So 5 goes into 5.
1.
Yep, and into 10? 2 times. Common factors between 1 and 2?
1.
Only 1. So we know 1 and done. Bless you. Okay, so now we've made the cake. And remember what we did. We said all of this on the left makes up the greatest common factor. We multiply those 3 numbers together to get the greatest common factor. Then if we were reducing this as a fraction, we would know that these 2 numbers at the bottom, 1 over 2, make the reduced fraction. Okay, and then we also did that equivalent expression thing where we might have started with something like this, and then we would say it's the greatest common factor, which is 15, parentheses 1 plus 2, because that equals the same amount. Those are the 3 things we've done with the cake so far. So, excuse me, today we're going to use the exact same process, and we're going to make the LCM. This teacher example is on the front of your foldable, so if you want to look there and follow along as I go through it. So let's say that I had the numbers 8 and 10. I would first start by making the cake. Okay? Smallest number that divides into 8 and 10 besides 1 is
2.
I just gave you the answer, didn't I? 2. So 2 goes into 8 4 times. And how about into 10?
5.
5 times. Smallest number that divides into 4 and 5? 1, right? There are no other factors. So we have 4 and 5 at the bottom. Now, for the least common multiple, think. Least common multiple, letter L, starts with an L. It means we're going to make an L shape with our circle. And all of that is what we're going to multiply together. So that's how you can remember it and don't get it confused with greatest common factor because it's going to make the shape of an L. So we're going to multiply together all of these numbers. So it's going to be 2 times 1 times 4 times 5. Okay, and when you have a list of numbers to multiply together, you can really multiply them in any order because sometimes it's easier to do something like this. 2 times 1 is
2.
And then 4 times 5 is
20.
20, kind of like order of operations, right? And 2 times 20 is
40.
So our answer is 40. Okay? All right. Okay, so if we have 24 and 16, we're going to find the least common multiple. What's the smallest number besides 1 that divides evenly into those? 2. 2 goes into 24 how many times? And then 16? 8. It's okay. How about 12 and 8? 2 again. 6 and 4. Good. 2 again. 3 and 2, 1, it's our last one, and the numbers are 3 and 2. So remember now, we're just going to make the shape of an L and multiply all of that together. So we're going to circle it like so. It's a funny looking L, but still just remember it's kind of like an L to remind you of least common multiple. So let's write out what we're multiplying together. 2 times 2 times 2. I'm going to leave off the 1. You okay with that? Yeah. It's just needless to write it because we know it's just going to be the same thing. Times 3 times 2. Now you can multiply them in order and your number gets progressively bigger, but I find it much easier to do this. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 times 3 is 6. And now I just have 4 times 6 is 24. So do those two. 24 times 2. What is 24 times 2? I just find that easier to do in my head than doing it straight across. But whatever way is easier for you, as long as you multiply all those together. Okay? So the least common multiple is 48. Okay? So if we were trying to find a common denominator for some numbers, 48 would be our answer. Okay? All right. Let's do the next one. So let's say we have, bless you, 6 and 5. Common factors between 6 and 5 are only 1. So put a 1 here. 6, 5, and we're still going to make the L. It's just going to be a really weird looking L. So it's 1 times 6 times 5, which is, bless you, 30. You have this example in your paper. I want you to go ahead and start it. I'm going to catch up with you in a second. See if you can get it done without me, and then we'll compare answers. All right, how many people got my answer? 120. Very good. Okay. And remember, you just multiplied all of it together. And yeah, if you used 10 at the beginning, actually that's even better than doing it this long way. I just do it the long way in case you have trouble seeing that. But if you did it a shorter way, that's fine. Or if you saw that 20 went into them, that would also work. Okay, let's do one more. 24 and 36. On this one, I want you to find least common multiple and greatest common factor. Go ahead and work that one. Okay, so for greatest common factor, you should have multiplied what's on the left. 2 times 2 times 3. That gives us 12. And for least common multiple, you multiply that what's on the left plus, or not plus, times what's on the bottom. And you should have gotten 72. Okay? Excellent.